Hello students, welcome back to Dr. Nidhi Tutorials. Today we will discuss about the topic triangles of neck. The sternocleidomastoid muscle lies laterally at the side of the neck and it divides the side of the neck into two parts. In front of sternocleidomastoid muscle and in behind the sternocleidomastoid muscle. The front triangular space is known as anterior triangle, and the behind the sternocleidomastoid muscle, the triangular space is known as the posterior triangle. As the triangle lies in front, that's why it is known as the anterior triangle, and its posterior triangle lies behind the sternocleidomastoid muscle. It is known as posterior triangle. Anterior triangle further divide into four subdivisions: submental triangle, submandibular triangle, subcarotid triangle and muscular triangle. We will discuss in this video the anterior triangle in deep, and in next video we will talk about the posterior triangle. So let us start with the anterior triangle of the neck. The triangular space of the neck situated in the front of sternocleidomastoid. Understood? Now we will see the boundaries. See the structure and just observe. We can see that the base is directed upwards and the apex is directed downwards. The base is formed by the base of mandible. The anterior border is formed by the midline of neck. The posterior border is formed by the anterior border of sternocleidomastoid muscle, and the apex is formed at the suprasternal notch where the two muscles are meeting. Next, the roof is formed by skin, superficial fascia containing platysma muscle and investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. Next, subdivision of the anterior triangle. I have discussed earlier, the anterior triangle is divided into four subdivisions, that is submental triangle, digastric or submandibular triangle, carotid triangle and muscular triangle. The subdivisions are due to superior belly of omoid muscle and the digastric muscle. Anterior belly, and that is the posterior belly. See, anterior belly of digastric muscle, posterior belly of digastric muscle and superior belly of omoid muscle divides the anterior triangle in four parts. The triangle below the submandibular region is submandibular triangle or digastric triangle. In front we can see that red color is showing the submental triangle, blue color is showing the muscular triangle and yellow color is showing the carotid triangle. We will discuss in deep. First, submental triangle. The submental triangle apex lies at the chin. It is the midline of the neck. On each side, it is covered by anterior belly of digastric muscle, and the base is formed by the hyoid bone. We can see mylohyoid muscle forming the floor of the submental triangle. And here we can see that it contains submental lymph nodes and anterior jugular vein with submental veins. Again, the roof is formed by the skin, the superficial fascia. Here the superficial fascia contains platysma, cervical branch of facial nerve and anterior medial jugular vein, and the deep cervical fascia containing investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. We have discussed the contain submental lymph nodes and anterior jugular vein. Now the second triangle, digastric and submandibular triangle. First we see the boundaries. See, Base lies superiorly. So, the base or superior border is formed by the base of mandible. Now, as the base lies superiorly, so we name the border as anterior-inferiorly and the posterior-inferiorly. Anterior-inferiorly border is anterior belly of digastric muscle and the posterior border is posterior belly of digastric muscle. That's why it is also named as digastric triangle, because its both border are formed by the digastric muscle. The floor of digastric muscle is formed by the anterior half is formed by mylohyoid muscle, posterior half is formed by hypoglossus muscle, and a small part is formed by middle constrictor muscle of pharynx. Again, the roof is formed by skin, superficial fascia. Here, platysma is common, cervical branch of facial nerve is common, but ascending branch of anterior cutaneous nerve of neck is different. Deep cervical fascia again consists of investing layer of deep cervical fascia enclosing the submandibular gland. Investing layer is just a layer which encloses gland and some structures to protect them. Now, the contents of digastric triangle, it is important. Anterior part of triangle contains submandibular salivary gland, submandibular lymph nodes, facial artery and vein, submental arteries and two nerves, hypoglossal and mylohyoid. Posterior part of the triangle have superior structures, deep structures and deepest. Superior structures are parotid gland and external carotid artery. Deep structure consists styloglossus, stylopharyngeus, styloid process, glossopharyngeal nerve and pharyngeal branch of vagus nerve. And the deepest structures consist of internal carotid artery, internal jugular vein and vagus nerve. Let us discuss the third triangle, carotid triangle. Boundaries. The borders lies anteriorly. The anterior border is like L-shaped. So antero-superiorly and antero-inferiorly. And it is the posterior border. Antero-superior border is formed by posterior belly of digastric muscle and stylohyoid muscle. In this triangle, you need to learn that antero-superior border is formed by the posterior belly of digastric muscle and stylohyoid muscle, and the anterior-inferiorly border is formed by the superior belly of homoid muscle, and posterior border is formed by the anterior lining of sternocleidomastoid muscle. Again, the floor is formed by the hyoglossus, thyrohyoid, middle constrictor of pharynx and inferior constrictor of pharynx. The roof is formed by skin, superficial fascia containing platysma, cervical branch of facial nerve and transverse cutaneous nerve of neck. Deep cervical fascia again consists of investing layer of the deep cervical fascia. We have divided the contents of carotid gland in subheadings such as arteries contains common carotid artery, internal carotid with external carotid and its branches. Veins, the important veins are internal jugular vein, common facial vein, lingual vein and pharyngeal vein. Nerve, vagus nerve, superior laryngeal nerve, spinal accessory nerve, hypoglossal nerve and ansa cervicalis. Ansa cervicalis we will discuss later. Structures, larynx and thyroid, and deep cervical lymph nodes and carotid sheath. So you can learn the contents are very easy. You can divide it into 3 arteries, 4 veins, 5 nerves and 2 structures. Last triangle, muscular triangle. The anterior border of muscular triangle is formed by the midline of the neck. The base is formed by the hyoid bone, the posterior superior and posterior inferior. See, in carotid triangle, anterior border is L-shaped, but in muscular triangle, posterior border is L-shaped. So, we name posterior superiorly, posterior inferiorly. Posterior superiorly border is formed by superior belly of omoid muscle and posterior inferiorly border is formed by sternocleidomastoid muscle. The floor of muscular triangle is formed by sternohyoid, sternothyroid, and the roof is formed by skin, superficial fascia with platysma and deep cervical fascia. The content. Here the content are important. Here the chief content are infrahyoid muscle, sternohyoid, sternothyroid, thyrohyoid and homohyoid. These 4 are the infrahyoid muscle. So thank you and hope you will understand totally the anterior triangle of the neck. Next video will come soon, but subscribe us for more updates